Hey Penny family, this is Langston Ware coming at you guys again, and today what we're going to be doing is a mission moment that we have going on, and I have here with me Jake Marcoux from InterVarsity. We're checking in and seeing how things are going through the supports that you guys have been giving generously through missions. Here we go.
What's up, Jake?
Hey,
How you doing? Good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, it's awesome.
Yeah, so we work with students at UMaine Farmington.
Okay.
That's the primary, that's the hub.
Okay.
That's where the critical mass of students is, right, currently. We have a plant over at Thomas College that we got going last year. And then there's a chapter that's been over at Colby College for a long time. We have some great volunteer support that works with those students. So I'm just there as a resource to sort of help out the volunteers, make sure that they have what they need, keep them updated.
Yeah.
And so that's been pretty healthy too. I think as far as like COVID, for working in college ministry, yeah, there's definitely been barriers as far as access to campus because of everything. Unless I'm on like their testing schedule, getting into classrooms, actually setting foot on campus is impossible. That's actually been okay because the reality is we couldn't have our large group gatherings. We couldn't do stuff the way we were doing it anyway. When everything happened back in March, I remember I was on campus with students, like it was a Wednesday, right? We were there in the morning and they were all freaking out, right? Like we were doing our core leader meeting and they were all stressed out, like, Jake, they're gonna send us home, like what do you think? And I can remember looking at them and being like, guys, it'll be fine, right? Yeah. You're not going anywhere. Right. And probably 3 hours later, there's an email saying everybody's going home for spring break and nobody's coming back. But within that, we were able to like make a plan with all this, like we had our large group meeting that night. We were able to make a plan before going home about what we were gonna do. And we said very quickly, like we're gonna continue to gather, right? Virtually, we're gonna do it over Zoom. Our Bible studies, we're gonna keep happening. We're gonna do it over Zoom.
Awesome.
We tried like social stuff changes, right? I think there was just a desperation for connection. So we tried to do a lot of those types of rhythms, right?
Okay.
We would get Jackbox games, like we would get together and just play games with students because they just were desperate for like friendship and relationships. Sure. And so ministry was just, it wasn't as busy because I wasn't in the car, but there were rhythms, right? We would hold office hours every day for like 2 hours.
Yeah, cool.
In the afternoon, and students would hop on, ask questions. What it looks like this fall is we have like a hybrid kind of model, right? We have our large group gatherings on Wednesday nights. Students can choose to either participate virtually, or we have 3 different rooms that they can like sign up for, and they sign up for a room, they show up, and then I'll zoom in, boom, right, from my garage, and we're gonna do what we're gonna do. So I think for us in college ministry, it's really just been a test of our creativity. You know, I think with the technology that we have access to, with the generation that we're working with, right, there's just an awareness of like, hey, we can like, let's get creative and let's come up with ideas. Right. And students are right in that, right? They're like, hey, we can do all this with our computers and like get everybody connected.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, it's been really good.
How can missions board, how can our congregation, how can our church keep you guys in prayer?
Yeah, I would say as we go into Thanksgiving break, so students are going home for Thanksgiving, they're not coming back. Students are starting, like there was fatigue, right, that sort of came upon students early on. Coming back to campus kind of like pulled that away. But I can see that starting to creep back in, right? Students are just tired. They're tired of like being pulled from one place to the next and not really sure of what's happening. And that's, I think, probably all of us, right? But just praying that students would continue to see Jesus in the midst of all of that. And they would continue to cling to that hope, you know? And I think as a ministry, I think outreach is the hardest thing to do because it's literally discouraged to go out and meet new people. So we're trying to meet new people, but we're trying to do it through digital spaces, and that's challenging. And so that we would still have opportunities to sort of connect with students. I think one thing we have noticed in this season is that students are actually really open to hearing the gospel and having deeper conversations because they're asking these questions.
That's great, Jake. Thank you so much.
Cool, man. Thank you guys so much. Yeah.